Over 3,000 Catholics and other people of faith signed a pledge to express solidarity with those in the caravan seeking asylum in the United States.
The executive director of the Franciscan Action Network is quoted as saying this: "We feel it's our moral duty to welcome and protect the asylum seekers in the migrant caravan who simply seek a safe place to live and raise their kids. To turn them away at our border would be inhumane." Here to react is Father Jonathan Morris. Father, thanks for being here this morning.
Welcome.
This is one side of a Catholic view of the migrant caravan, of migration generally. Where do you fall?
Well, I think the Catholic view is actually much more nuanced, and this is a statement like that, at least the part that we just read, I think doesn't do justice to the perpetual moral and ethical principles that have been out there. First of all, there is a natural human right to emigrate. That means to leave one's country. If I want to leave the United States of America, I have the human right, natural human right, to be able to do that.
Sure.
But I don't have a human right, it's not a human right to immigrate wherever I want to. And that is the responsibility of a sovereign state, to make sure that immigration levels are both safe and sustainable. Now, of course, that's on the human reason, natural level. We also have a responsibility, and this is where we have to balance these principles, to make sure that we are taking care of those who are most in need, who are fleeing from danger. And it's the government's responsibility, our elected officials, to determine how to balance those principles, right? To make sure that there is safety and that there are sustainable levels of immigration, at the same time to welcome those who are truly in need. No administration in either party in recent history has been able to do it. My hope is that because President Trump is so out of the box on so many things, perhaps if he's reelected in his second term, it's the greatest hope that he actually does something radical. Neither administration, neither party has done sufficiently in this very serious crisis we're in.
Absolutely. You know, I do believe that there's a role for the church to play in Mexico and wherever they are. There are people that are in need. Obviously, some of these people are very poor, need help, and I'm glad that the Catholic Church is doing it. And I think we should lead with compassion. But this journey from Central America north is often done by children who are unaccompanied, and there have been policies that have incentivized that, and many of them have been assaulted and hurt and have died along the journey. Isn't that another thing that we need to think about when we think about these policies?
Absolutely, and that's why it's very complex, and that's why our political leaders have a grave responsibility to figure it out. Yes, we need to be taking care of our neighbor who is fleeing from danger. Yes, we also have a responsibility to protect our current neighbors from people who are coming to inflict danger. How do you figure that out? It's not easy.
Complicated.
But right now, the system we're living in is very bad. And it's bad for the immigrant. I live in in the Bronx, New York, where most people are recent immigrants, many of them illegal. The illegal immigrants are living a terrible situation here in the United States. Yes, they were fleeing for something perhaps much worse, and that's why we're here. But the system we're using right now is very hypocritical. We're saying you're not allowed to come in, but we're going to have a porous border and let you come in, but you're going to come in here illegally. And so the wages are going to be low, and you're going to have to live in the shadows. That's not good for the United States of America, and it's not good for the illegal immigrant.
So true, Father.
Major change needs to happen, and we need some serious moral leadership to do it.
I think things are coming to a head. I think something is going to have to happen.
2020 will be a flashpoint on this issue, no doubt.
I was waiting for you to turn red and to scream at me.
Actually, sometimes on the show, I just sit and listen. No, I think there's a lot of wisdom in your words. You can believe in the rule of law and the border and strong immigration policies, but something like asylum is something we want people to attempt to do in this country, but not exploit the system with false asylum claims. That's the nuance in the give and take.
We need serious philosophical, ethical, moral thought given to this. It's not just a question of seal the border and then we'll figure it out. No, it's not that easy. We have 11 million people who are living here right now illegally.
Yeah, and the debate becomes, but if you worry about that without sealing the border, then you never actually fix the problem, too. So it's got to be a give and take.
And it has to be bipartisan. People have to come together, or there's never going to be
There's going to have to be serious compromise. And who's willing to do it? That will be the question.
Yeah. Father John, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pete, I'm sorry I couldn't get you mad.
No, you tried really hard.
I did.
I was just listening. It was thoughtful. Okay. All right.